You may have seen Jimmy Sherburne making a big play in a basketball game. You may not have known that his accomplishments as a student are just as impressive, maybe more. Sherburne will take both those skill sets to Princeton next year. That may not have happened if not for a neighbor of the Sherburnes who graduated from Princeton.
He told me about his experience there and all the opportunities he had to study abroad and do different clubs. And I was pretty impressed by it.
Jimmy is in his 4th varsity season at Whitefish Bay. You can tell that he and his coach are on the same page when it comes to this season's objectives.
Reduce my number of turnovers per game and increase assists and just make the players around me better.
He's got to be a leader for us on the floor. He'll play some point guard, some shooting guard, and I guess we're really looking for him to make the other players a little bit better, and he's going to take that challenge.
Sherburne is excited about the fact that the Blue Dukes are fielding a veteran team, a squad that tied for 2nd place in the North Shore Conference last year.
We have a lot of returning experience. We have a couple guys who've been playing for starting for 3 years. So I think that experience will help us in difficult situations where we haven't been able to execute before.
Jimmy Sherburne won't be getting an athletic scholarship when he heads off to Princeton. You see, the Ivy League doesn't offer those. But he will be getting a financial aid package to help him take advantage of a very rare opportunity.
Jimmy says it's just starting to sink in that he'll be attending such a prestigious university. Even a guy who brought a 3.95 grade point average into his senior year can be a bit intimidated by the coursework he'll face next fall.
It might be a little hard at first to make the transition because you get all the East Coast prep school kids out there who are like they're born to go to Princeton, but I think Whitefish Bay is really good as is, and I think it's done a pretty good job of preparing me for the workload there.
Sherburne chose Princeton over Yale, where he could have played basketball, and over Wisconsin, which wanted him to be a preferred walk-on on the football team. But Sherburne likes hoops much more than football, even though he just finished quarterbacking the Blue Dukes to a solid season.
It was good for us. It was a good season in that we maxed our potential. I don't know if we could have played any better than we did. So it was a fun year.
You could call Jimmy the quarterback of the basketball team, too.
He's kind of the signature of the program at this point, athletically and academically, by going to Princeton. But he's meant a lot to us, and he wants to finish up strong.
Jimmy will likely try to do the same in the classroom, where he sometimes gets teased about his grades.
Kids will look at what I got on the test or something and say, "Oh, I hate you. Like, how come you're so good at this?" Or when they find out I'm going to Princeton, they'll just tell me how jealous they are and stuff. It makes me feel bad for a second, but then I realize that I'm pretty lucky to be in the situation that I'm in.
If you're a regular viewer of Preps Plus, you know what's coming up next. It's time now for the presentation of our featured student athlete plaque, courtesy of Boston Store.
The Blue Dukes gather at midcourt as Coach Dave Shaw does the honors.